2 years ago, I quit my six-figure UX design job in big tech to start my own business. What followed was the most transformative, unpredictable, and mind-blowing experience. Things my past self could have never imagined. So, do I regret it? In this video, I'm going to break down everything that happened and things I wish I knew. If you are a creative person who wants to start something on your own, this video will help you. This is exactly the video I wish I had seen 2 years ago. Watch to the end. My name is Aliena. If you like design, tech, and business, you are looking at the right channel. Subscribe and turn on all notifications. Before I quit my full-time job, I was earning a pretty healthy tech salary, but I wanted more. More freedom, more impact, and more money. I knew that my future self would 100% regret if I did not start a business. But if I did start one and failed, I wouldn't have regretted that much. So from an experience point of view, the math was clear. Freedom and power over my life, it's exactly what I got right after I quit my job. But it's a double-edged sword. Because I have complete freedom over my business and my schedules, it also means that I'm completely on my own now. And immediately, I realized how absolutely convenient it was to work for a big tech company and use their name in my intro. I went into an immediate identity crisis because I couldn't say, I'm a senior designer at eBay anymore. It felt very uncomfortable. It was not the first time that I didn't have anything like a good school name or a good company name tied to myself, but the first time I was unemployed, so it was not my choice. This time was by choice, and deep down I knew it's the transformation that I really needed for me to grow. In the beginning, I thought if I work on my business hard enough, I would make my business very successful and I would forever be confident, free, have great impact and rich. That was dumb. It took me almost 2 years to realize that anything external is simply not under my control. I can work really hard in my business, yeah, but business goes ups and downs just like nature. There are endless external factors that's just simply not under my control. I cannot control the economy nor how anyone sees me or my business. Money is also never guaranteed. I made 10k USD in a single week, but then nothing for the upcoming few months. So I went into this cycle of self-doubt and self-sabotage to achieve more, do more, and be more. And please keep in mind that financially, I did okay. The product was great, people loved it. But I was always in this mental state of lack. I thought the problem was my business was not growing fast enough, so that I should work harder and continuously adjust my strategy so that my company grew faster. It took me 2 years to finally realize that the actual problem was not about my business. It's about my expectation and how I tied my self-worth 100% to external validation. Business went up, videos got views, I felt like a queen. The second my business went down or video got less views, I became miserable. I felt not enough and I felt eager to prove myself. But any business will go up and down. Recognizing this and actively shifting my mindset to tell myself, I'm worth $1 trillion regardless how much things I achieve or produce, was the biggest transformation ever. Later on in the business, I got to know many people running million-dollar businesses, and I am surprised by how little technical skills they have, but how confident they are. The kind of confidence that allows them to take actions fast when other people are afraid of failing. It's almost like I needed to let go of my obsession on achievement and external validation to gain growth in my business. It's very opposite from what I expected. A little bit about my business. I registered 2 names, Aliena LLC and Aliena Design LLC. Anything I want to do, I can just use my business to do it. From content creation to course release to building a SaaS business, there's no limit because it's my business. And I got no external investors. A lot of people who want to start a business ask me this question: how do you choose what product to build? And my answer is always test multiple ideas in the market and let the market tell you what product you need to build. For my YouTube channel, I actually started from a dance channel, to a challenge channel, to a music reaction channel, and then to a Chinese vlog channel, and finally to this design tech business educational channel. And the market found me. I was just keep testing. For my business, I saw there's a strong positive reaction in my design educational content, so I went into a design educational product. If I didn't listen to the market, I might have built a completely different product, but that would be a huge bet. The first product I built is Fast Track UX. It's a UX design educational program that helps aspiring designers bridge the gap between school and the real world, so they can actually get hired as a designer in tech. I've been running this full-time for 2 years and it's still my full-time focus. The problem I solved through this product is filling this huge gap between the design education space versus how design is actually done in tech. There are so many people paying multiple thousands of dollars to get their design education, but they're still not landing a job in tech because the real world functions very differently than what they learned. But just because there's a problem doesn't mean there's a market. For there to have a market, I needed to prove that first, people recognize this problem, and second, they are willing to pay to get the problem solved. This is a hard lesson that I learned, and I made a mistake here. I spent too much time solving the problem and building the product, but I didn't spend enough time to understand if people actually recognize this problem and have the paying power to get this problem solved. Now I realize that most people don't recognize this problem. So now I'm working backward to make more content to educate people that there is this problem. And the other part is on the paying power. People in different countries have massively different paying power. It is extremely difficult to have one product that satisfies everyone. And that's another mistake I made. I should have different products for people with different paying power and different needs. How did I position my product? I know that people like learning from me because I make difficult things easy and I make hard situations funny. And that's exactly how I distinguish my product. I never read from a PowerPoint. It's not a lecture. If you are in my program, you are the main character of a TV series, and it's a comedy. I act like different characters and go into actual big tech offices to film these videos so that my student can see and react to exactly what's happening in tech in real time. And I understand that in a few months, no one will remember the exact things I taught. But if I place my student into a plot and let them be the main character and ride the emotional wave, and close it with a touch of humor, then the emotion will stick in their memory. So when they get into actual business scenarios, they feel familiar and their body memory tells them what to do. I also design activities and case studies that are really realistic and current. I'll never give a prompt like, design a dog walking app. But I made another mistake here. I made the mistake of not making the selling points clear enough. So even today, a lot of people still think my program is a Figma course. My bad. It's a really hard learning that if I made an amazing product but don't know how to bring it to market, the result will still be zero. I still remember the day I made my product live. It was the weirdest thing I've ever felt. When the sales start coming in, I literally just close my laptop like this and then start walking around the house in circle nonstop. I was too excited and too scared. Before that moment, I've built products that generate tons of millions of dollars in revenue at eBay, and I didn't even feel this way. And now that I'm selling something for significantly less price to significantly less people, the pressure hits way harder for some reason. Because now I'm fully responsible for every single person that purchased my product, and there's no one else to blame if anything goes wrong. And that is where the fear came from. The excitement was also very strong, because for the first time in my life, I saw something that I built and I own by myself. I felt poor, not in the broke kind of way, but in time, energy, and cash flow during the first year of my business. One big mistake that I made was I didn't hire people soon enough. I tried to edit every single episode of Fast Track UX by myself and all of my YouTube videos by myself. And that slowed down everything. And because of slow production, there was no revenue for a long time. Zero. And there are many students who purchased my product during the pre-sale when the product is not 100% finished. So in order to not let them wait for my production, I just use this strategy that whenever a student finished the last 1 or 2 episodes of my program, I would just offer them a free one-on-one mentor call and tell them what they can do next so that they don't have to wait for the next episode to be released to do something. There were also many little admin tasks I have to do to run my business. It's actually fun to learn though. But it was not smooth. Shopify integration didn't work well with digital products, and international payments were hard to set up, and paid ads did not work well. And I also spent a significantly long time doing customer support. And I remember one customer, he couldn't get access after purchasing my product, and I thought I screwed up the programming. And guess what? It turned out he spelled his email wrong. He actually turned out to be one of the most active students in the program, and to his defense, his name was indeed hard to spell. But doing everything by myself meant that I was just self-employed. And going from self-employed to being a true business owner, I learned how to outsource. Outsourcing is something I'm doing more frequently today, and I've been feeling much more free after people are working for my business when I am asleep. but I didn't feel like outsourcing was the right thing to do during the 0 to 1 phase because I didn't even know how to give the instruction when the system was not clear. Sometimes I forgot how free I am, but every time I want to arrange a trip with my friends, I get reminded of it because they all need to find a holiday or take a PTO to travel with me. But I can just go. I've traveled to many places and I should have made more vlogs. So comment vlogs if you want to see more vlogs from me. And regarding my schedule, there are always 100 possible things I can do at all times. So I found it pretty hard to prioritize as a business owner. And every day I ask myself, what am I absolutely not doing today? I found that as a much better question to ask compared to what am I going to do today? If I asked that question, I would just list an infinite list of to-dos. There are many things I'm proud of in this journey. For example, in Fast Track UX, we've never missed one single student comment, and we now have 1,000 students in the program. I actually never promised that we're going to give any sort of feedback, but we did, and we did to every single one of them. Another thing I'm proud of is how much charity I did through my business. We're looking at a 5-figure US dollar donation to charity every year. I really believe in karma, so I hope these plant some good seeds. I also moved from Seattle to Toronto. This is Toronto, and then I got engaged, and then I got married, and I'm planning for 2 more weddings of us, one in Bali and then one in Nanchang. Let me know if you want to see vlogs on that as well. It's very fun. And money-wise, the revenue of my business is at 6-figure, including both Fast Track UX income and content creation income. But profit, which is what is left after deleting the cost of renting all the B2B SaaS businesses platforms, and paying for my team is actually sometimes less than my old salary at eBay. Grass is not always greener on the other side. It takes time for a business to achieve the same level of income as a big tech salary, but I'm building something on my own and the trade-off feels worth it. And I guess that is why in my business bootcamp, people were saying that if your business didn't get to a 6-figure income, you are better off finding a job. And I was like, okay, sure. So, do I regret going full-time into my business where in fact I could have climbed the corporate ladder and earned much more? I really don't. Before I started my business, I told my mom I would just spend 3 months on my business and if it doesn't go anywhere, I'll find another job. And my mom said, girl, spend at least 3 years. And I'm so glad that I took her advice because she is also, in my opinion, successful business owner. I was ambitious, but impatient and desperate. I used to do things from a point of lack, but now I'm finally able to see the balance between cost and reward, that business growth and personal growth all come with a cost. And I want to make this transparent because just in case you are also going through a career transformation, it might be helpful to see that in order for something different to come into our life, we need to make room for it by sacrificing something we are comfortable with, whether that's a beautiful title or a stable income. There are so many more learnings I can share around business. So drop a star emoji if you want to learn more about business. Whether you want to start a business on your own or work for a big tech company or a startup, business sense can always help. I'm Aliena. If you want to transition your career to design in specific, check out my program Fast Track UX. If you like this video, you'll also like this video coming up next. I will see you in this video. Don't forget to turn on all notifications, and I'm gonna end today's video with this.